It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Man, it's family, over fame, get the money, that's why we came. But the world, these niggas lame. Straight out the trench, it never change. You can't ride up in my lane. Honor my niggas whenever I speak. A hustle each day of the week. Honor my wife and my son, I can't hang with no sucker. These niggas be weak. Chasing these bras, popping your guns on the cover. These niggas be free. Talking that shit, but ain't crossing the street of my city. We said you sweet. Minding my business, I stay on my toes. I'm making my way to my goals. Counting these figures, I swear I can't count on my fingers the way I be flipping these flows. Southside nigga with a bankroll. Popped off in the game like Waco. Be the rule, I'm feeling like Draco. Shit, I might be the iller from Clayco. Straight up beside the Riverdale Raider. Would I be pulling them capers, pulling your car? Pull up in front of your yard if ever you show on my paper. Let it be known I'm a real one. Like a Lee, I'm one in a million. I can't listen to rap, I don't feel them. Got me switching them colors, chameleon. Cash on the table, spinning fast like a dreidel. Popping tags with no labels, I can't play about my payroll. Hungry than the motherfucker, still ain't even full yet. Grinding on these bitches, clocking riches, straight up out the checks. Family, over fame, get the money, that's why we came. But the world, these niggas lame. Straight out the trenches, never change. You can't ride up in my lane. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. All right. Before we get into the subject of today's video, I want to just go ahead and thank everybody that showed up yesterday for the Family Over Fame album listening event live on YouTube. If you missed it, it's still up on the live tab of my channel. But I also want to let y'all know that the album is fully available now. I went ahead and just made some moderations to everything just to avoid confusion, or at least as much as possible. So now, if you did purchase the Family Over Fame album yesterday and you only had access to the first 3 songs, that was because it was supposed to be a pre-order. But on Bandcamp, I was able to lift the pre-order. So if you paid for the album yesterday, you should have gotten an email letting you know that all the songs are available. Okay? So you could bump it at your leisure at this point. All right? Now, as far as the physicals go, right? So I had a site yesterday for the vinyl and the CDs from Elastic Stage. And we had some people make purchases on there. And I told y'all up front that those would take a while to ship from the UK, probably 6 to 8 weeks. Shout out to my guy Gio, who is a super connected guy. He's got a platform out in Cali called Modern Nostalgia. He reached out to me and plugged me in with a new outlet that could get vinyl, CDs, and cassettes shipped out from the US within about 2 weeks. So if you look in the description of this video here, you'll be able to get those shipped to you much faster. All right. Now, the only caveat with this new site is that the vinyl will be priced slightly higher, right? So that's the trade-off. You get it sooner, it's going to cost just a little bit more. You can still go through Elastic Stage if you choose. It'll cost you less. It's just going to take more time. However, if you want it in a more timely fashion, use the Tune Goody link in the video description, and you can choose whether you want to get the digital download. You can choose if you want to get the cassette. You could choose if you want to get the CD. You could choose if you want to get the vinyl, right? Only thing is the vinyl goes up from about $36 to $51. You know what I'm saying? That's the trade-off. This is all collectible stuff. Again, I am an independent artist. It's very hard for us to come by outlets and providers that will do these things at low to minimum cost for us. So Y'all want it? Those are the options, okay? Now, let's get into the subject of the video. Now, of course, Jay-Z's freestyle, Jay-Z's performance at the Roots picnic over the weekend has the entire industry, has the entire internet in a stir. Everybody's going crazy. We got breakdowns galore coming out from everybody on the net. We got people that loved it. We got people that hate it. And we got some people in the middle because they don't know how to feel. Right? Got some people that love Nicki Minaj. Got some people that love Drake. And they definitely caught some shots. And now we've got some people that are having to pick sides, or at least they feel like they got to pick sides. With that being stated, we had one Tasha K coming out yesterday with the allegation that Rory and Mal got booted by Jay-Z at the Roots picnic. She says, whoa, just got word that Jay-Z allegedly kicked Rory and Mal, couldn't even spell his name right, out of his section at the Roots picnic. He allegedly told them, I thought you both were Drake fans, then proceeded to kick them out. This is bad news considering they are Roc Nation talent signed to him. Everything is allegedly, even my name is allegedly. Now, this was proven to be bullshit, and we're going to get to all of it. As you can see, there's a community note right under this motherfucker. But also, I was never aware that Roc Nation had anything to do with Rory and Mal. Biggs, of course, is Mal's big brother. Biggs was formerly of Rockefeller. But since Biggs was released from prison, he's been doing his own thing. He is not a Roc Nation member. He's done some things dedicated to the Roc. He's told his story of being a part of the Roc and things of that nature. But Biggs is not currently, to my knowledge, Roc Nation. Right? Him and Jay have patched up their relationship. They had some discrepancies in the past. But no, as you can see here, the community note states, Mal states he was home watching Game 7 and not at the Roots picnic. Rory and Mal are not signed to Roc Nation as talent. Their podcast is with Sirius XM. So all of the information that Tasha K put out here was a lie. I find it very interesting that as soon as she inks a new deal for a new show that's supposed to be syndicated, she's working with the same folks who actually used to work with Wendy Williams. The first thing she does is create a lie out of her ass, even while she's about to lose it all along with her husband from Cardi B. Talk about lack of responsibility. Despite people calling her bullshit, she doubled down yesterday evening and said, Rory, did Jay-Z kick you out of his section? You posted my tweet, but didn't answer the allegations. Everything is allegedly, even my name is allegedly. Okay? So she says she got word that Rory and Mal got kicked out of Jay-Z's section. Mal says, I wasn't even in no motherfucking section, so it couldn't have been me. Rory reposted it. So she says, hey, did you or did you not get kicked out of the section? You posted my tweet. What's going on? Well, here you go. The answer says, yes. Instead of preparing for his headlining performance with the Roots, he walked from backstage through the crowd to the Duce Lounge to make sure Rory wasn't there because of Drake. Okay? Now, Rory deactivated his Twitter page. So this is somebody, hell, I don't know if this nigga's tweeting from this motherfucker, speaking on himself in third person, or if they got their assistant putting this stuff up there. But they basically calling her out for how uncredible her story is. So they saying, yeah, Jay-Z definitely walked through the crowd, did all of this different shit. Instead of worrying about going up there to do his performance, he had Rory on his mind to make sure he couldn't sit in the Duce lounge. We got Low Key. You heard that new, who also co-hosts on Apple Music with Ebro and Nadeska. He comes out and says, this is bullshit. Right? So he completely debunks her theory. And we also have Fraser Tharp. Fraser Tharp is the man who just interviewed Jay-Z for GQ about a month and some change ago. And he says, I watched the show with Rory, LMAO. So there's nothing credible about Tasha K's so-called tip. Because Fraser, as we can see, he has a good rapport with Jay. He was chosen. He was allowed to do that interview. Jay-Z don't just sit down with no fucking reporter that any publication could send him. He can handpick who the fuck he want to sit down with. He chose Fraser. Right? So that got completely debunked. However, in the latest episode of Rory and Mal, we do have them addressing what actually took place. Okay? And this is where we get into the pick a side narrative. Tasha tried to force them to have to address it about who picking sides and if Jay-Z kicked them out for being Team Drake. But they did state their stance on the show. What do you know? We actually got some video. They came straight they went straight to the studio after that one.
Tasha K just tweeted 5 minutes ago, whoa, just got word that Jay-Z allegedly kicked Rory and Mal out of his section at the Roots picnic. He allegedly told them, I thought you both were Drake fans, then proceeded to kick them out. This is bad news considering they are Roc Nation talent and signed to him.
I was home.
Mal was in New York City.
I was watching Game 7.
I was about to say, Mal, I can't believe you went without me.
I was watching Game 7 in the crib, man.
So Jay is putting his set together with the Roots State Property Reunion, Bilal, Jasmine Sullivan. Instead of that, Jay-Z leaves backstage and goes into Gen Pop and finds Rory and says, aren't you a Drake fan?
We signed to Roc Nation.
And also, Tasha K, I am not signed to Roc Nation.
We do kind of look like Joe and Jada.
To be fair, we do look like Joe and Jada a little bit, right? But to be fair, she did say allegedly. So,
yeah. Mal, there's like 17 lies in that. You can't say one lie, you could say allegedly.
And now y'all see why I ride with my man. Jay kicked me out of Roots picnic out the section and all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on, Drake. Niggas kicking me out of sections and all that. Yeah. I was home, man. What are y'all talking about?
No, Rory and Mal.
Ridiculous. But even though they don't release the videos, because they on Netflix now, they make sure I had to say that shit 4 times. They made sure to make sure that goddamn video came out to address this Tasha K shit. Now, interestingly enough, the rest of the episode is not in video format, only audio. But here we get into what goes down if the battle with Drake and Jay-Z becomes a thing. Now, of course, I do not believe there's going to be a battle between Drake and Jay-Z. Jay-Z came out, he addressed what he needed to address. Any and everybody that had something to say, he addressed it, let niggas know, hey, I've been on defense for quite some time. It's all offense. I told y'all niggas what it was. Y'all want to keep playing with my name. All I got in this shit is my name, my word. So let me just allow me to reintroduce myself, nigga. That's all that was. But of course, we know Drake, the perpetual victim, his fans, perpetual victims, are going to take that and say, oh, this is it. It's lit now. We're gonna get him now. Your boy can't rap with Jay. Sorry. And he damn sure don't have the profile to go status for status with Jay neither. And if he wants to try to pull some rabbit out his ass talking about the Epstein shit, which is something that his fans really are leaning into without any proof, just remember your guy on his own song said this Epstein shit was the thing I expected. Told people to look in the direction of him liking young girls. That's a gift. Just remember we have him on video kissing an underage girl. Just remember there's been allegations of not only himself, but him and his daddy partying with underage girls. Okay? So if that's the road y'all want to go down, I do not think there's any light at the end of that tunnel for you. Okay? But let's get to Rory and Mal talking about this prospect of there being a battle.
Need to be explained. What side, nigga? What side are you on?
It ain't no side to pick because it's not beef. It's not a beef. It's just two niggas going at it.
All right,
it's not a beef.
All right. Hypothetically, if it goes there, you got to pick a side.
There?
I picked mine. I was with Biggs.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to ride with my man Drake, man.
Over your actual family?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
All right.
Oh my God.
I've defended you for so long. Things are misunderstood. Y'all don't understand.
I gotta ride with my man.
I even explained certain things to fans.
It's my man.
That looks like you don't understand. How would you feel?
Listen, Hove is big, bro. But I'm just saying, in a frilly little fade with my man, I gotta go with my man, dog. I gotta go with my man. It ain't gonna be nothing. It ain't getting physical. It ain't none of that. But if it's a frilly fade and my man versus big, bro, yo, listen, man, it gotta go down.
Let me get this camera. Biggs, I'm your little brother now. I'm your little brother now.
I'm the captain.
I'm your little brother now.
I gotta go with my man.
I'm your little brother now.
I gotta go with my man. What y'all want me to do?
I'm about to call your sister, bro.
I
That's
gotta
insane.
go with my Yates. I gotta go with my man, B. Jay is big, bro. That's big, bro. That's family. We know that.
Why though? But let me tell
my man.
No, but let's really dig into some shit. Like, let's really be real here. And the reason why Maul is picking the side that he's picking, because he noticed that his family won't disown him if he don't pick his family side.
Disown me? Can't nobody disown me. What you talking about?
His family loves him.
And I love my family.
And won't disown him if he picks his friend's side.
If my man, like, yo, listen, big bro want to go in the streets to catch a fade, and that's my man, I'm like, big bro hit hard as shit, yo, but come on, man.
Oh, wait.
I got a root for my man.
Damaris, you're not seeing it.
I got a root for my man.
You surprised me with this one.
It's a friendly fade. This ain't no beef. It's a friendly fade.
I don't want to snitch on him, but I see the play and I respect it. Remember when Kendrick said, you never thought OVO was working for me? Maul's going to pretend to be on Drake's side and be running that shit right back to Hov.
Word. You don't think
100%.
You don't think Hov got like better molds? Like, I
see what you're doing.
What he think? He think I'm one of them niggas? No, nigga. If it's my man, I gotta ride my man. That's big bro though. Like I'm saying, I'm like, yo, this nigga hit hard though.
What's so crazy is that's your man, and we just seen you screaming at the motherfucking Iceman release with Drake in front of you, and that nigga looked at you like he was disgusted. I mean, you was there though. You was there. But your man looked at you like, act like you used to this. That's crazy. You go against being birthed into Rockefeller lineage, growing up in it, to be with Drake. Now, I understand that's your guy, but if anything, I would expect somebody to be like, I fuck with both sides, so I'm going to just stay out of it. I'm going to let them handle their shit. I'm going to sit back like the rest of the world and enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? I got relationships with both sides. Fuck it. But to put that line in the sand to be like, I got to ride with Drake, I mean, hey, do you. Hey, every man must make their own decisions. You know what I mean? You got to have your own mind. You cannot live by that of what your family dictates to you. You can only take what you feel applies and run your own race, walk your own path. I can say that much. So if it's a more stable ride, with Drake, be my guest. Hopefully it remains stable. You know what I mean? But to join that nigga stable does look very interesting in the light.
If you my man and you about to fight, I'm like, listen, you know that nigga hit hard.
Damn,
All right,
bro.
nigga. But I'm just saying, I'm going with my man. I got to ride with my man. That's all. It's
Hey,
all
yo,
love all the way around. But
Yo, put the camera on me. Yo, Biggs, whatever ticket you have for that nigga for night 1, night 2, night, I'm right here, my nigga. You know, you see who I'm routing with, my
Friends
nigga.
can be bought. Y'all can be bought. I can't. That's the difference between us. Y'all can be purchased.
It sounds like you already have been. But let's be clear. They're making this a big deal. As much as he could say Jay is big, bro, I don't think Jay-Z gives 2 fucks about Maul. If Maul was bleeding on the side of the street, I don't think Jay-Z would hand him a napkin. Personally. But because he's Big's brother, you know, there's a connection there, and he was around. Can't take that away from him. But personally, I don't think Jay-Z gives 2 shits about him. You know what I'm saying? Rory, we know he's been around. He proposed to his ex at the Rock Nation brunch. I don't think that was all that welcomed either. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they both have some interesting connections, but they are managed by Biggs, who Biggs is Jay's guy. That will always be a thing. But again, if Maul's head was bust on the side of the road, I'm not too sure Jay-Z would give him a handkerchief. So I guess he says, hey, I get attention from Drake. I get to hang around Drake. I get to pop bottles with Drake. You know what I'm saying? We're around the same age, same era. Shit, nigga, this the new Jay, as far as he's concerned.
Paul's not
Y'all for sale. Yeah. Come on, Drizzy, goddammit. Come on, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, what if he lose?
Yo, let Hov do some fireworks at Yankee Stadium. The biggest yeah of all times come from my mouth.
What if he lose?
Ooh.
Either one of them. How do you react to either loss?
I mean, I don't know. You got to watch it play out.
I will say there is some ammo, whether it's true or not, of what Hov was saying as far as have that same type of tone with those crackers. I can use that word, hard ER crackers. I can use that. Because I am one.
Sean's laughing.
I'm not saying that the OVO internet is right, but yeah, there's a lot of footage of Hov with Harvey Weinstein, obviously not knowing what Harvey was doing, but worked with.
That's what you want to do?
Hov being at dinner with Kushner at the next table. It does leave room in a battle. I'm not saying Hov was fucking kikiing with Trump, but it leaves room in a battle to be like, all right, hypocrite, you talk to them crackers the same way.
It probably has to happen is all I'm saying, man. They 2 of the most successful rappers ever. That's just how life goes. That's the universe.
Successful, I mean,
it's not.
All right. So that's Rory and Maul with their reaction to all of the shit. Even though they got lied on, I will say Tasha K definitely threw them a lob, gave them a stimulus package because it put a magnifying glass on them that hasn't been there for a while. Ever since they made the transition, ever since them fucking clips of Rory came out and them old tweets and shit like that, this show has definitely been, you know, on a decline for some time. She definitely gave them a stimulus, even if it's a negative story, even if it was a bunch of horse shit, even if it ruined her credibility. She definitely gave them a lob for people to look out for their response. So I guess they did catch a dub on that because we're reacting to it today when we haven't really been reacting to Rory and Maul's perception on too much of anything in the year of our Lord 2026. My money's on the nigga that was on stage rapping a cappella and got the world shook up. I don't see a world where Drake gets on stage, and I'm sure he'll be on stage at some point, sometime soon, touring the Iceman album. I don't think Drake could get on that motherfucking stage a cappella 3-4 minutes with a verse that's gonna stop time. I'm gonna go with the MC out of the class, okay? But you know, they're gonna say I choose him just because I'm a Drake hater, as if I ain't been a Jay-Z fan my entire life, as if I ain't been a real hip-hop nigga my entire life, like I'm gonna turn my back on that for this motherfucker. Nah, I'm good. But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. It does look like the second half of this year is going to be quite interesting, so I am looking forward to that. But yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5-6 bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your health care. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built.